A winter sun edges over the Indus. Mist lifts like breath, and a broad shadow slides low, long wings, splayed fingers, a calm menace that makes every duck twitch. Before panic spreads, a darker shape knifes down from high above, tucks its wings, and hits the scrub like a thrown spear. One bird climbs with a flashing fish, the other vanishes behind a ridge with a hare. Same morning, same sky, two very different kings at work. To see why Pakistan delivers scenes like this, river pirate versus mountain sprinter, we need to meet the cast behind those shadows. And the first surprise is how many headliners share this stage, as you'll see in a moment. Who's actually out there? Pakistan is a crossroads, mountains to the north, heat shimmer plains across the center, and a giant river stitching it all together. That geography invites an A-list of raptors. In winter, steppe eagles pour in from Central Asia, spreading across fields, ridges, and even the rough edges of dumps where easy calories stack up. Eastern Imperial eagles, scarcer, heavier build, work similar open country. Climb into highlands and you enter golden eagle territory, cliffs, wind, and wide horizons. In rugged hill country, Bonelli's eagles run tight ambush routes along stony gullies. Over big wetlands and broad river bends, the greater spotted eagle appears as a steady, chocolate-brown silhouette. If you're lucky near large lakes or quiet Indus side channels, an endangered Pallas's fish eagle may drift past, banded tail, deep beak, heavyweight stance. Most aren't here all year. To learn why winter turns Pakistan into eagle season, look up at the sky roads that link them all. Why winter feels like a festival. Imagine a living conveyor belt from the Central Asian steppes into South Asia, the Central Asian flyway. When ice clamps the north and food thins, raptors move. Pakistan's recipe of open plains, mild winter air, and a water-rich corridor flashes a neon welcome sign. Steppe eagles arrive in numbers that can look unreal, dozens circling a carcass site, or a loose parade strung along a ridge like kites. This isn't just migration, it's strategy. Winter here offers energy savings and reliable meals, and wild animals are ruthless accountants with calories. But buffets aren't harmless. The same easy food that saves fuel can hide hazards we'll return to after we decode how these birds actually hunt. Water hunters versus land specialists. A fast way to read the sky is to sort eagles into two playbooks, fish first and land first. Pallas's fish eagle is the wetland heavyweight, low patrols, sudden grabs, a beak made for tearing slick protein. It needs tall nest trees, wide water, and quiet. The greater spotted eagle shares the watery world, but hunts broadly, taking water birds and marsh prey. On the land side, steppe and imperial eagles cruise big arcs over plains, watching for carrion, hares, and ground birds. Golden eagles own the high country, turning altitude into shock. Bonelli's eagles, leaner and more compact, master tight spaces, ridge to ridge, rock to rock, hitting prey with a corner-cutting burst like a sprinter through alleys. Blueprints bend, though. Fish eagles will take a duck if the opening is clean, land eagles scavenge when the ledger says, save energy. That flexibility is a superpower, and sometimes a trap we'll touch in a bit.
How they win the day. Golden eagles play the long game, ride a thermal, map every rabbit path below, then commit. The stoop lands like a dropped hammer, fast, decisive, unforgiving. Bonelli's eagles hug contours, cut corners, and ambush with street-smart timing. Steppe eagles think like economists, sweep wide for low-risk gains. If joining 20 birds on a carcass saves fuel, they do it. If shadowing farm machinery flushes prey, they do that too. Imperial eagles don't headline as loudly, but where open country stays quiet and clean, they punch above their numbers. Over water, Pallas's fish eagles read surface texture like Braille, grab with brutal grip, and haul away with that blocky head and deep beak doing the rest. Tactics fit places, so to turn names into sightings, put the right map in your mind next. Where to find them? Start in the north, Gilgit-Baltistan, Chitral, Upper Swat. Think cliffy valleys and wind-scrubbed plateaus. That's golden eagle country. Add booted eagle as a smaller breeder in inner ranges where forest meets slope. Slide south along the Indus and its reservoirs, and winter opens up. Steppe eagles take posts on pylons, mounds, and riverbanks. Imperials appear in ones and twos over open plains. Move into big wetland complexes and floodplains, and greater spotted becomes a regular winter silhouette. Reach Sindh and the Delta, watch wide water and quiet side channels. Pallas's fish eagle patrols big lakes and calm bends. In short, cliffs and ridges for mountain sprinters, broad water and marsh for fish and spotted eagles, open country, and yes, the grim edges of dumps for steppe and imperial eagles when the cold brings them south. Now that the map is set, learn the quick tells that turn a big brown bird into a confident call. 4 clues you can use anywhere. Habitat: lakes, reeds, palaces, or greater spotted. Plains, deserts, steppe or imperial. High ridges and big horizons, golden or Bonellis. Head and beak: fish eagles look blockier with deep, thick beaks. Land eagles are sleeker, skulls that whisper projectile. Legs and posture: land eagles read long-legged and tight. Fish eagles feel front-heavy, like lifters. Behavior: long soaring into a hard ground strike is land eagle. Low shoreline patrols with quick snatches is fish eagle. Bonus: winter steppe eagles gather. Crowds are a clue. Those ID cues are fun, but they also point to the bigger story. Who's winning, who's struggling, and what fixes actually work, which is where we go next. Status check: the good, the bad, and the fixable. Not every storyline is rosy. Pallas's fish eagle is endangered across much of its range, squeezed by shrinking wetlands, cut nest trees, and constant disturbance. Greater spotted eagles mirror that slide where marshes dry or get noisy. Steppe eagles raise a different alarm. Huge winter flocks can hide long-term declines. They face a cocktail of risks along migration routes: unsafe power lines, poisoned carcasses, tainted waste, and what looks like abundance in one valley may mask trouble upstream. Imperial eagles remain few. Their fate tracks with safe, open landscapes and sensible infrastructure. Golden eagles, quiet lords of the high ground, depend on undisturbed cliffs and steady wild prey. So what flips the script from worry to wins? A short list of practical choices available right now, which we'll break down next.
3 practical wins that keep eagles flying. Water that works. Protect marshes, keep side channels alive, and set aside quiet zones where engines, music, and sudden crowds don't push birds off prime roosts. When wetlands hold water in peace, fish and spotted eagles show up and stay. Safe calories. Manage carcass sites and organic waste so they don't carry toxic residues. Cover or process dumps so raptors aren't sipping a chemical soup. If livestock meds are part of the chain, switch to bird-safe alternatives. Wire wisdom. Map the flyway, mark or reroute deadly spans, insulate risky poles, and add perch deterrents where needed. This isn't about stopping growth, it's about designing it so the sky stays alive. Stack those 3 wins, and winter on the Indus becomes a masterclass again. Spirals high above, low passes over water, and one last puzzle clicks into place. Why Pakistan makes eagle magic? Why can you watch a fish-eating heavyweight and a cliff-running sprinter in the same hour? Geography plus timing. Mountains feed rivers, rivers feed plains, plains feed wetlands, and winter ties it all together when migrants arrive. Pakistan is shaped like a raptor story. Altitude for stoops, distance for glides, water for grabs. Add the Central Asian flyway, and you get a natural theater where 2 very different designs share one sky. When land, water, and winds still fit, big birds thrive. And when they thrive, the rest of the food web, fish, frogs, hares, marmots, even the insects and grasses that start the chain, quietly settles into balance. We began with a river theft and a mountain strike. So which design is better? That's the wrong question. Here's the right one coming up. What problem does each bird solve? For fish eagles, the world is water. Find slick protein, hold a quiet roost, save the fuel. For land eagles, the world is wind and edge. Read terrain, own the high ground, trade height for impact. Same family, opposite philosophies, both at home here. Pakistan's luck is location, a mountain spine, a mighty river, and a winter sky road. Keep those three in working order, and dawn on the Indus will keep starting the same way. A slow glide over water, a hard drop over land, and that quiet second where you look up, go still, and feel the wild reset your sense of scale.